Welcome to an introduction to the history of architecture in India. Architecture is one of the most important expressions of human society, and it reflects artisanal, cultural, philosophical, and technological processes of every period and place. In a country that is archaeologically rich and has a long history, such as India, we have over 5,000 years of the architectural record, from which we can understand the societies and people who built these sites. Architecture will thus provide a narrative for us for the history of India, from the beginning of the Bronze Age, reflected here by the Indus Valley Civilization, right on through a period of Vedic culture when you have these sacrificial altars called chittis being built in bricks, through the early Buddhist period when you have Ashokan pillars and a number of cave sites, through early Hindu expressions of piety such as the caves at Udaigiri built by the Guptas, the shore temples of Mahabalipuram built in the 6th, 7th century, the palace of Tirumala Nayak in Tanjavur, which is an expression of early modernity, built in the 17th century, the Bibi Ka Maqbara built by the Mughals as part of their imperial prowess around the same time, the Imambada in Lucknow, built as early modern architecture in the 18th century by the Nawabs of Awadh, the Bombay Municipal Corporation building, a fine example of colonial architecture, Art Deco buildings in Bombay and Madras and other places around India, which show the integration of India into the international world of architectural styles, and finally architecture from the Republic of India, such as the Hall of Nations built by Raj Rewal in New Delhi at Pragati Maidan. Thus, we shall see through a period of several thousand years that architecture is an expression of function, of construction and technology, of religion and cosmology, of laws and regulations, social structures, hierarchies, historical specificities, climate and terrain, and also a history of conquest and borrowing as various groups of people move in and out of India, lending ideas and borrowing ideas. Thus, architecture and the history of architecture can be seen as an amalgamation of several strands of human endeavor, from the literary and the critical, the cultural and the urban, from theories of evolution, from science, from performing arts. Everything comes together as architecture, demonstrating not just the capacity of a society to build things, but also demonstrating to future generations what the aspirations of those societies were. Please join us over the next 8 sessions in studying the history of architecture in India, after which you will have a much richer understanding of our built heritage. Thank you.